Do your goals inspire you? Or do they feel like a checklist of things that you only half believe you're actually going to do? Goal setting doesn't have to feel like a list of chores, especially if you're a photographer or creative. You can and should set goals that inspire growth, challenge you, and most importantly, inspire you to keep creating. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set creative, meaningful goals that help you grow not just as an artist, but as a person. But before I do that, according to my analytics, about 90% of you guys are not subscribed. And if you have ever come across me before, I hope that you hit that subscribe button to guarantee that this won't be the last time we see each other. And if this is the first time that you and I have met, then just sit back and relax. And if at any moment you feel the urge to click that button, don't fight it. So let's be real. As creatives, we face unique challenges, whether that is burnout or resistance or that little voice in your head that says your work is not good enough. And sometimes traditional goal setting, like I want to make X amount of dollars or I want to post on social media every single day, doesn't really help that. In fact, I think it kind of puts a pressure on us that hinders our creativity. So in this video, I want to talk about setting goals that fuels your creativity. I know that it's important to set number goals because it's good to know what you're aiming for and what gets measured grows. But I think to supplement that and to make sure you're able to keep going, you need goals that challenge you to grow and allow you to experiment. So that's why I'm making this video. Here is my framework for creative goal setting. It is simple, it is actionable, and it is fun. First, start with a vision. Instead of just saying, I want to grow my profile, think to yourself, what kind of work excites me? And what kind of styles do I want to explore this year? Second, set creative challenges. So rather than focusing on the outcome, which is building your portfolio, you're focusing on the process, which gets you to your good portfolio. So creative challenges like trying a new lighting setup every month or finding a new shoot location every month. Something that gets you to think outside of the box and makes you try new techniques and explore new places that ultimately make you grow as a photographer. Third, break down your goal into smaller, actionable steps. So in the case of the goal of building your portfolio, think to yourself, how many shoots do I need to do each month in order to build this portfolio of mine? And then go from there. Now you have a monthly quota that you can aim for, and it seems less huge in the big picture. And finally, leave room for experimentation. Not every goal needs to be tied to success metrics. Try a new style, play with some props, experiment with different techniques. Just have fun with it and go out and shoot and remember why you started in the first place. Next up, I want to talk to you about some tools that you can use when it comes to actually working towards your goals. Luckily for you and I, we live in an era where we have so many tools at our disposal online. So I'm going to talk about two online tools, the first being Notion. Notion is a platform/app that is so damn good that I honestly can't believe it is free. You can make calendars on it, you can make tables, vision boards, journal entries, anything that you can think of. There's probably a way that you can create it in Notion, or there's a template that you can purchase that someone else has made that can help you organize stuff in Notion. I can't emphasize enough how great this app is. It's what I use to plan out all my YouTube videos. I have a table that is my content dashboard that has all my ideas listed, and within those tables I can click in and see my script and my shot list and everything for the video that I'm making. So Notion, great stuff. The next one is Motion with an M. So this one is not free. It is a paid app, but they do have a free trial. And honestly, I got the free trial thinking I might use it, but I'll probably just cancel the trial after I have used it and tested it out, because it's like $200 for the year or something like that. And I fell in love with it because I don't know about you, but I constantly do this thing where I time block my calendar or write stuff in an agenda or a to-do list that says, I'm gonna do this on this day, but then I don't do it. And then I have this backlog on my calendar of things that I actually didn't do that I thought I would do. But what Motion does, it's an AI calendar. So I can put in my projects and my tasks that I need to do, and then it automatically schedules them for me. But what's cool about this is if I forget about that task and I don't actually do it, I don't see a backlog of stuff that I wish I had done. Instead, it just removes it and reschedules it until I say, hey, I'm done with this, I actually did it. And I think that's my favorite thing about Motion, is it just reschedule something when I don't actually do it, because looking back at a backlog of things you didn't actually do kind of sucks sometimes. Outside of digital tools, I'm also a huge fan of journaling. And honestly, I'm like the queen of stationery, and I have more journals than I could count. But I think there is power to having the hand, the pen, and the paper. Something about that, just writing stuff down feels really good. And if you don't want to have a digital tool, then maybe just buy a journal and have some place to keep all your ideas at, or to plan things out, or write down your goals in. Because if you only keep everything in your mind, our minds are only capable of holding on to so much, you know? So journaling is great. Personally, I think when it comes to goal setting, the best journal out there is the Artist of Life Workbook by Lavalier. So Lavalier is a woman named Aileen. She has a YouTube channel about personal development, and every year she releases this workbook that is kind of an agenda, but not an agenda, because it's so much more than that. The first quarter of the workbook is a bunch of journal prompts that gets you to reflect on where you're at in life and where you want to be. And then it has spaces where you can set quarterly goals and monthly goals. And it has this exercise where every month you revisit your past entries and kind of reflect on what you wrote, so that way you can keep your eye on the prize throughout the year. This year is the second year that I've gotten the Artist of Life workbook, and honestly, it's way better than any normal agenda, and it also just really helps as a guide when it comes to journaling. Personally, one of my biggest goals this year is to implement screenless Sundays as a way to avoid burnout and give my brain an actual rest. I even went and bought this cute screenless digital camera by CampSnap that I plan to take out on screenless Sundays and take photos of who knows what. And although I do have more rigidly structured goals, this one in particular is not tied to any kind of success metric, and entirely has to do with nurturing my creative soul. And I hope that this video inspires you to set some goals that are similar to this. And please let me know in the comments below what your goals are. I would love to read them. And with that, that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, bye.